What's up, my brothers, my sisters? 3 things that you must do right now, today, at this very moment, starting now, if you're constantly waking up very late, if you're constantly waking up at a time that you don't want to wake up, if you're constantly waking up at a time that you have chosen a bad time, or rather, if you're constantly waking up past the time that you know you should be waking up to get things done that you want to get things done. Let's say you want to wake up at 5:30 a.m. but you wake up at 11 a.m. You're waking up very late and you're not getting done what you need to get done. So the 3 things that you must do to change this and challenge yourself to start waking up early is: number 1, you need to start thinking about why you must wake up early, why you need to wake up early. You need to have a strong enough purpose, strong enough motivation. If you set yourself up to wake up at 5:30 a.m. and you don't have anything to do at that time, you're gonna go back to sleep. What are you gonna do at 5:30 a.m.? What the hell are you gonna do? You wake up as your body's like, okay, I'm awake, but there's nothing to do. If you had work at 6 a.m., you will get up at 5 a.m. Why? Because you have something important to do. So similarly, if you really want to wake up at 5:30 a.m., you need to have something really important to do at that time for yourself that you find very important, that you value, so that you just get up out of bed. It don't matter if you sleep 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Now, I don't encourage sleeping 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. I actually encourage at least 7.5 hours to 9 hours for your testosterone levels, for your hormones, for your body, for the optimal functioning of the whole body, of your whole mind, and for you to be able to get enough rest so that you can perform better throughout the day. So of course, number 1 is find a strong enough purpose, strong enough reason, strong enough motivation to get up. The reason we don't wake up early is because we don't have a strong enough motivation, strong enough reason. Set some goals down and discipline yourself to wake up and get up out of bed at that time. Number 2, in order to start waking up early, because you're in the habit of waking up very late, so in order to start waking up very early, you must change up your sleep schedule. You must scramble your sleep schedule. You must shake it, put an earthquake in your internal clock, because we all have a circadian rhythm, and that circadian rhythm, what it does is it dictates the time we will fall asleep naturally and the time we will wake up naturally. So if you notice that you tend to, no matter what time you go to sleep, you tend to wake up at the same time every single day, and no matter what time you go to bed, you tend to fall asleep around the same time every single day. That's because you have an internal clock and your body is set at that time to turn off. It's like you have a let's say a camera, and or let's say you have a spray outside, like say you have a lawn and you have a spray and you have a timer, and this time exactly is going to spray out water, and it's going to water the whole lawn, and after a couple of seconds it's going to turn off and it's going to stay idle. Similarly with your body, you have that clock. So at this time, around this time exactly, it's going to fall asleep, and around this time exactly it's going to wake up. So we need to adjust this clock. We need to change this clock to something that we prefer, to something that better serves us. And so the best way I found to change this clock, to shake this circadian rhythm, the natural internal clock of the body, is number 1. So this is number 2 again, which is to change this internal clock. But the way I change this internal clock is I either pull an all-nighter of one of the days. I pull an all-nighter, and I basically, even though I'm falling asleep, I'm feeling very sleepy, I force myself to not go to sleep, and I basically I may even drink a coffee, and I basically force myself to not fall asleep at that time, and so that my body's like, wait, what's going on? I'm supposed to be asleep at this time. why am I not sleeping? So your body's shaking up. It's like, what's going on? So it's going to be scrambled. It's going to be confused. So it's going to challenge its clock and be like, what is going on? Maybe we have to set this again at a different time. So I pull an all-nighter. I feel very sleepy, and hopefully I pull the next day. I stay up again, maybe for like 16, 18 hours. I'm up, and so that the next day, by like 9, instead of sleeping at like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., by like 9 p.m., I'm like done. I'm like cement at this point. Like I'm about to stick to the ground and not get up. That's how heavy I'm feeling, and it's time for me to go to sleep, and I'm going to fall asleep regardless. So then I just go to bed and I fall asleep that time, and naturally I'll find myself, because I sleep, I'm very tired, and let's say I fall asleep at 9 p.m. Because I'm very tired, I'm naturally going to wake up I'm gonna have very good sleep. 2, I'm gonna wake up much earlier because I slept very earlier, like much earlier. And when I wake up much earlier, I need to have that number one motivation, that reason, that purpose to drive me to get up. Because if I don't have that reason, even if I do this all-nighter, I'm not going to get up, because what am I going to do? It's 5:30 a.m. What the hell am I going to do? But if I have a reason, motivation, I'm going to jump right out of bed, and I'm going to get started, and I'm going to feel amazing, I'm going to feel good, and that all-nighter will pay off. And I know I will push myself to make sure that it pays off because of the struggle I endured the day before. So that's number 2. Number 1 is to have a strong enough reason, strong enough motivation. Number 2 is to change the circadian rhythm, change the internal clock of the body, and challenge it and set it to a time that best suits us. And we need to consistently keep that time. So the first day, if we sleep at 9 p.m., maybe you want to sleep at 10 p.m., but you fall asleep at 9 p.m. Next day, fall asleep at 10 p.m., wake up at 5:30. The next day, 10 p.m., 5:30. Keep doing it. After about a week, your body is going to know this, and by 9 p.m. you're gonna start yawning, you're gonna start feeling the heaviness in your eyes, and you're gonna feel sleepy. And by the time you go to your bed, you're gonna fall asleep naturally. None of this heaviness, none of this insomnia, none of these sleep apnea, none of these sleep disorders that we all have, which is unfortunate. None of this is going to happen if we just fix our internal clock and follow some other rituals, and have a wind down ritual, of course. And number 3, if the number 3 way that we must do right now to challenge ourselves and to change our sleep habits and to start waking up earlier is the days we wake up very late, we must punish ourselves. We must show ourselves, hey, this is not cool. It's like you have a child, and your child comes up to you and slaps you. Child slaps you in your face. My son is not slapping me. I'm his father. He's not going to slap me. So he's going to have to be punished. He's going to have to be disciplined. Just like you're going to have to discipline yourself for waking up very late, for not following your instructions. You are the ruler. You are the leader. And if you cannot control yourself, then how are you going to control other people? How are you going to, and not controlling in that sense, but how are you going to lead other people if you can't lead yourself? If you cannot direct yourself, then how can you direct others? So you must punish yourself. So if you wake up very late, let's say one of those days, you must punish yourself to let yourself know, hey, look, I am disciplined to this, I am committed to this, and if I don't fulfill it, I will be punished, and I will be starved of something that I really want and on this day. So let's say I woke up very late today, and I really love playing basketball. Every day it's sunny out, I love playing basketball. It's just like a hunger. It's too much. Like, I cannot say no to basketball. It's like an addiction. It's worse than an addiction. People smoke weed, I play basketball. People do heroin, meth, go drink, I play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm waking up very late, I'm telling myself I can't play basketball today. I can't play basketball today. I woke up very late, that's my punishment. So similarly for yourself, you must punish yourself. If you wake up very late and you have a date with a cute girl that you met the other day, hey, can we reschedule? I can't meet today because I was a little bit, you know. But basically, you have to punish yourself. You have to challenge yourself and punish yourself, so that your body knows and your mind knows and you yourself know that I'm not playing around. I'm serious. It's all business here. I want to start sleeping early. I want to stop waking up early, and I want to take over my days. I want to take over my life. And the only way we will take over, and the only way we will get what we want, is if we start disciplining ourselves, and if we start building a ritual, and if we start building habits. And the way to build habits is to do them every single day, consistently, continuously. And the days we don't do it, we must be very upset with ourselves. Let go of it. First be upset, let go of it, and start fresh again the next day. But if we don't get upset, our body's like, okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I woke up late today. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It does matter, because we're taking over the world. We must discipline ourselves. No secondhand behavior, only first class behavior. So hope this video helps. Remember the 3 things. Number 1, the reasoning, the purpose, the motivation. Number 2, change the internal clock, however it is, either through going through an all-nighter, or just slowly bringing the time back. I don't like that one because it takes forever. I just like a constant extreme. So, you know, just pulling an all-nighter, so the next day I just completely destroyed my my internal clock, and so I am able to reset it, basically. And number 3 is punish yourself if you have failed at your goal for that day. So always have a reward punish system, and slowly you'll start to build a habit of waking up early, sleeping early, and having energy throughout the day, just jumping right out of bed. And it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling because you feel productive, you feel energetic, you feel motivated, and you feel like you can take over the world. You get so much done, especially when you wake up early. And I'm talking to the people who want to wake up early, because everybody can wake up late. We all wake up late, right? If you want to wake up early, it takes a certain level of commitment, certain level of willpower at first, because once it becomes a habit, no longer a willpower. It's just what it is. So hope this helps. Peace.